Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here. Hopefully, you guys all had a pretty good day on NBA on Thursday with that nice 9-game slate. Anyway, we're going to be looking ahead to today's games for Friday, January the 3rd. I think we got a nice 6-game slate to look at here today. Yeah, hopefully, you guys did pretty good. We did all right. DraftKings did cash in maybe a couple tournaments, but did pretty good in double ups. Fanduel came up a little short. We got screwed over by Minnesota and. Golden State, which probably a lot of you guys did as well. For the most part, a lot of the picks I gave you guys weren't too bad. Minnesota and Golden State kind of screwed that one up really bad, but thankfully they were relatively high owned, so it didn't really screw you too bad. The one that really did screw us was stupid Alex Burks, man. Yeah, dude had foul trouble the entire time. Drummond, he just absolutely sucked. Which wasn't too fun. Powell didn't do that good. That's why the cash line was really low on FanDuel. But I mean, Rudy Gobert did half decent. So for the most part, uh, they weren't too bad at picks. Some of the obvious picks sucked, but I mean everybody had those. So as normal, if you guys want to get in on premium, let us know. To get in, check out our website in the comment section below. Also, we are doing sportsbook as well. Our bets went 1-1 yesterday. Not the greatest, but still, at least we did win one. We had Jazz by 3.5, won that one, and then I had money line on Golden State because I thought they would win with Minnesota on a back-to-back, but that just did not happen. But I'll take one for one. So anyway, yeah, we're gonna be looking ahead to today's games. Got some projections up for you guys. I will show you one of the optimal lineups. It will probably be done. Sorry, be different by the time everything comes to close because there's a couple injuries to look at. So anyway, we're gonna go just by game, and I have people excluded and people added and projections and so on and so forth. So if you guys like this kind of way, leave a like. I do appreciate it. And also, if you guys are new, hit that sub button for more NBA advice. So for the most part, a lot of these picks can go for DK. I don't know the prices over there, so you're gonna have to uh, have your own judgment if you think the price is right for some of these guys. Anyway, Atlanta, Boston, no total with the Kemba Walker news. Probably around a 223, 224 with at least a 10 to 11 spread on this one. So as of now, don't have any Kemba. If he plays and he says he's all healthy to go, I might have a couple shots at him here. Let's go look at the DVP. I haven't done this in a while for the teams. Atlanta is not good against the point guards. Definitely, got to consider whoever starts. If Walker's out, then definitely got to go with Mr. Smart. I don't mind Young. I'm only worried about his minute restriction. Plus, it's Boston. I got him at 43. I may get rid of him in the player pool. I mean, the way it is, I still don't even have much exposure to him. Here's Marcus Smart. If Walker is out, probably put him up to 25, but I don't mind him. As I said, Atlanta's not that great, as we all know. I don't mind Brown and Hayward. They're just a little expensive here today, but these guys are very solid options, especially if if Walker's out. Walker's out, I'll probably bump these guys up a little bit. Same as Jason Tatum. I got him at 38. Easily could get you 39 to 40 in this one. Collins, I don't know if I'm really too high into him. I mean, Young is back, but still, it could be okay in this one. And I have Cantor at 28. Maybe that's just me, but the dude has been playing some pretty good ball recently. And like I said, Atlanta is not that great. I think they're fourth worst against that center position. And right now, Boston doesn't have too many bigs to get Daniel Theis. Williams is out, so they don't have too many bigs out there. And Cantor's been playing quite a bit. So Atlanta top 10. It's not the greatest, but there's not many cheap, good centers out there. So I like him. Doesn't play a ton of minutes, but usually he's very productive in the minutes he's given. 28 might be a little high. You can maybe go 25 to 26 around there, but I do like Cantor honestly quite a bit. So that is that for that one. Like I said, we obviously are going to get word on Kemba Walker, so that changes up things a little bit. Miami and Orlando, 207 in Miami by one. I honestly don't have anyone from this one early on. One guy to maybe look at is DJ Augustine. The only bad thing though is 32 and 47. But look who he's playing: Atlanta and Washington. Miami's a little bit slower, slower game here. So that's what I'm a little iffy about. Not too high on Dragic. I mean, none of these guys are in really good spots. I have Butler at 38. The dude's been very bad. Orlando, it kind of does suck, but he's just been terrible for the most part. Fournier, Ross, maybe, but I'm just not feeling their matchup much. Isaac is out. One guy I do like is Derrick Jones Jr. There's not a lot of value out there. He's okay, 22 to 23 points, but I need to find value out there, and this is the best at the small forward position that I can really find for cheap here. So I don't mind Jones. Not going to get you a ton, but that's what we're looking at. Wes Awadu, eh. I get Isaac's out. If Gordon is out, maybe go Kent Birch. He is $4,500. He's not really an offensive guy, but he, as you see there, 6% usage, but could get a couple rebounds. So if Gordon's officially out, I might put in some Kent Birch just to get someone maybe cheap, and I'll probably have him at 20 to 21 points, and that might bump up a little bit of Nikola Vukovic a little bit here as well. So not much going on. Probably Jones and maybe Burch if Gordon's out, but don't have much. 207. Not really into it. All right, moving on to our next game is Portland and Washington. We got a 235 and Portland by 5. So Portland's been actually playing really bad. They've lost to the Suns and the New York Knicks. So yeah, they're not doing that great right now. So this could be a pretty good game here with Washington. Beal is game time decision. Lock is at 7, so we will get news on the Beal hopefully within a reasonable time. Anyway, I mean, if you go look at the DVP, Washington, as we all know, of course that's going to happen. Anyway, they are very, very bad here against almost every single position. Over here, as you can see, they are really bad against the point guard, so on and so forth. So basically, yeah, I mean, you want to attack them. They're going to be very cashy as well. So let's go back over here. So yeah, I mean Lillard's in play. Simons is in play. He's been really bad recently, but this could be a game that he comes off the bench and does half decent. In the two bad games, he's still shooting a half decent amount of shots, so he might get you 18, 19. As I mentioned, it's a really bad slate for value, so you're gonna have to take all you can get. Ish Smith for me is only a play if Beal is out. That's really all the only way I'm gonna play him. IT, his minutes are going down, man. They're not playing the dude much. Usage is still good, but I don't know if I can really touch IT. They're trying to suck. They're trying to get a lot of their young guys in there. So if Bradley Beal is out, obviously Gary Payton should do half decent. I'll probably put him in there if Beal is out. If Beal's in and ready to go, I'll probably put Beal in my player pool. I do like McCollum, got him at 36. Jordan McCrae should come off the bench with a 30 here. Don't mind him. Carmelo got him at 31 and a half. Could bump him up a little bit. Don't mind him. Troy Brown, 24, 25-ish, I guess. That's where I got him at. No power forwards, and then he got Whiteside at 45 and a half. Fantasy Cruncher has him at 48. It's a little high right there, but I think 45, 46 is what he can get you. I'm not even gonna say this dude's name anyway. Uh, um, he's been okay. Had one bad one against the Knicks, but for the most part, doesn't play a lot of minutes. He's only 3,900. I need to find some cheap guys here. Not an offensive player at all. We'll get you guys some rebounds, and a lot of shots are going to be put up in this one. So hopefully he does half decent here. 26 and 19 in his last two. Going to play 20, 22 minutes in this one. I got him at 19. Nothing too great, but trying to find a little bit of cheap exposure. Next, we got Philly and Houston. This one's interesting. Um, we'll get into that in a second. Westbrook Simmons, I have both these guys 45.5 and 42.5. Personally, I'd probably pick Simmons. He has been a little bit better recently. I got Harden at 55.5. Honestly, not one of my favorite plays tonight. He's not bad, but I don't know. I mean, if you go look, he hasn't been the greatest recently. 47, 53, 54, 52. He's had a couple good ones, 63 and 74, but We'll see here. Philly isn't the worst defense. We'll have Richardson on him a little bit, so I don't mind him 55-5, but he is 11-1. I do like Josh Richardson. Houston is really bad actually against the shooting guard position, and he's been pretty solid for the most part. I don't know why that keeps going blue. I apologize for that. New computer. But yeah, I really do like Richardson quite a bit. Harris is the wild card play for me. So the reason why I put him in here, Houston are really bad against small forwards. The dude's been bad. Looks like his hip has been hurting him a little bit. A little risky with him. Maybe we get news that he's out. Who knows? But yeah, I mean, Houston's really bad against small forwards. So this could be a game. Maybe he breaks out. Same as Al Horford. For the most part, Houston's not that great against power forwards. But another dude, he's been really bad recently. Next, you got Isaiah Hartenstein. I'm really iffy about this dude. So anyway, Denver, this was with everybody back, Tucker, Capella, so on and so forth. They were all there, and he only played 18 minutes, really productive in his minutes. So I don't know if he's just randomly going to drop off or he's actually in the rotation now. This is literally only one game with Capella being back, so yeah, didn't play a lot of minutes, so I'm not going to put him in right now because I don't want to go off just one game. I got Joel Embiid at 47. It's all right. He's been up and down as well. And then I got Capella at 38. So for the most part, I mean, it looks good on paper, but I don't know. It's kind of a interesting one, if that makes any sense. All right, New York, Phoenix, probably around 224, 225. New York's actually been playing pretty good. And Phoenix, they just got annihilated for the most part against LA. Almost made a comeback the other night, but for the most part, they played terrible. Um, uh, New York's really bad against the point guard position. Rubio, actually, kind of my low key good pick in this one. I don't think a lot of people will have him. I think a lot of them are going to go up to Westbrook, Simmons, and Damian Lillard for good reason. But I don't mind him if he plays, and I think he should play. He should be in a pretty good spot. Only played 26 minutes and a injury game there. Still had 26 points. I think he can do good. I really do. I think even 36 and a half is low. I could even bump him up a little bit more. Rubio, like I said, he has that little injury, so hopefully he's feeling better. If Peyton's out, well, Niakina becomes in play. This dude is so up and down. It's not even funny. Um, I mean, he's 3,900. I think you're gonna have to take a shot with him. I'd probably pick him over Simons and Ish Smith, but a little risky for sure. But that's only if Peyton's out. He has a personal issue going on. Booker, solid option. I'm not going to mess with RJ Barrett. I think he's going to be chalky, but screw that guy. He has screwed me so many times. If he goes off, have at it. I'm not going there. He's just so risky and so bad. Oubre's been pretty good. Another guy that screwed me a lot, but he's been half decent recently. Morris, maybe 28 cash game, couple picks of him. Randall, solid 41, only 7,600. I like him. Darius playing no minutes at all, even though Frank's hurt. Not going there. Aiton's playing a lot of minutes. He's 7,500, unfortunately, but I do like him quite a bit. And I got Mitchell Robertson at 30.5. His minutes are the only thing that scares me, but for the most part, as we know, he's a very productive player if he gets his minutes. All right, New Orleans, and the LA Lakers got a 224 and a 10 spread. So this is the first time a lot of the ex-Lakers are back in Los Angeles here for the first time. The first time they played, they were obviously in New Orleans. So we got Lonzo at 25 and a half. I think he'll be very popular tonight, and I honestly think it's a trap. If he goes off, then shame on me. I got him at 25-5. I think he's an okay catch game play. He had one good game with 54 against Houston, played 40 minutes, shot 20 times. As you see, that's really not the norm for him. He had 7 3-pointers. Yeah, I mean, he had a good one for sure. But this is the Lakers, a little bit better defensive team than Houston. They are ranked fourth against the point guard position. I get it. Lonzo's back in LA. He could do good. I mean, I still got him at 25-5, 26, 27-ish range. That's still not bad. But I think if you're thinking 35-40, I think he might be a trap. I think they're gonna lock him down a little bit. But who knows? He could go off, and I could look like a clown. Who knows? But I don't. I think it could be a trap. I think people are gonna really overthink Lonzo Ball and go all in and project him at 30, 32-ish, stuff like that. Anyway, you got Drew Holiday. I think he's an okay cash play. 40 is kind of what I'm looking at there for him. Josh Hart, he's interesting to me. $4,200, as we know, back to LA, as most of the entire New Orleans team is. Wild card play for sure. 30, 26, and 26 minutes. Still getting pretty good minutes here. He's been bad. His shot is just not on here. I don't know. It could be an interesting one. 4,200. I think he gets you 22, 23, so you could give him a shot. Like I said, he's facing his old team in LA. Yeah, that's kind of what I think about that one. LeBron, by far my favorite. I got him at 57.5. I'd pick him over Harden. Facing a lot of his old teammates, he's gonna want to just destroy him. We got Brandon Ingram, not the best in matchup, but like I said, facing an old Laker team. I know Ball is too, but Ingram's just a little bit better than Lonzo is. I got him at 43 and a half, so I don't mind him. Each one he's been playing 24. Holy cow, 20 shots. My bad, guys. I'm just seeing this. Oh wow, 20 shots for each one more. 10, 8, 10. Maybe worth a look in a GPP, but I don't know if you really need to touch that. Wow, 20 shots. That's insane. Anyway, we're moving on here. We got AD at 50. I think his shoulder is really hurting him. It really is. I wouldn't be surprised maybe if they sit him in the next couple days. I mean, look how bad he's been. 42, 42, 42. Obviously, it's hurting him quite a bit. It really is. Usage has just skyrocketed downward for the most part. So I got him at 50. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they sat him against an amazing offensive New Orleans team here. But who knows? We'll see. 80 doesn't like to sit. We got Favors. Price went down a little bit. I got him at 34. I think he's a solid cash game play here tonight. I get it. Lakers are pretty good against that area, but I don't mind him. We got Kuzma. I got him at 27. Had one bad one against Dallas, but dude's been hot ever since 80 has been sucking. Kuzma's been good, and the shots, he's been shooting a ton of shots as well. So I do like Kuzma, one of my top plays of the slate for sure. Moving on to a center position, I guess JaVale McGee. I'm a little worried about him just because he doesn't play a lot of minutes, as we know. Um, but the thing about him though is he gets his blocks, as we see there, 3 blocks, 3 blocks, 5, so on and so forth, and New Orleans not that good of a team. Ingram might drive a little bit favors, and I think he could get a couple blocks. If he doesn't get his blocks early, you're kind of screwed. But like I said, centers are really bad tonight, so you could take a shot with him. So that's what we got. It's an okay slate. We have to watch the Walker news, the Beal news. That's kind of what we're looking at for the most part. Peyton news. It's an okay slate, nothing too crazy. It's one of those slates where it's going to be hard to get a lot of those big boys in there, like Harden or LeBron, as of now, because there's not a lot of good value out there. So I'll show you guys just one of my projected lineups. Like I said, it could change. If you guys want to use it, you totally can. This is just what it spits out early on in the morning. So it's going to double down with Westbrook Simmons. I don't mind it, but like I said, you could totally go one of those cheap guys if you want to. Richardson, McRae, I think that's a solid pick. I really do want to force in LeBron in here. I just don't know if I can. If you don't want to go Carmelo or Kelly, you could definitely go Derrick Jones, as I mentioned earlier. And then you got Randall, solid option, Kuzma, and a scanner. Obviously, this is a cash game lineup. It's solid. It's solid for sure. Not too many guys on paper that could screw you over. Obviously, when they start playing, probably half the team will probably start sucking really bad. That's just what happens, even though it looks good on paper. But I mean, this is what we got. So if you want to play it, you can. You guys can adjust it to get in a couple more bigs if you want to. But it's just hard. It's hard to get in LeBron. I think I did. I just did 50 lineups and I had LeBron and maybe 15%. It's just because there's just not a lot of value out there here tonight. So hopefully it changes up a little bit. That is kind of what we got going on. So if you guys enjoyed the video, leave a like. I definitely do appreciate it quite a bit. And we will see you guys here a little bit later on.